Inflation might sound like one of those financial terms that feels a bit out there, almost like it belongs in a news report you half listen to while making your morning coffee. But lately, it's becoming something you just can't ignore, especially when living in a place like San Diego.
Now to some breaking news. Wall Street took a hit. The Dow fell more than 400 points after the Labor Department reported a higher than expected spike in inflation.
It comes as no surprise to anyone paying for food, rent, or gasoline that prices are higher. With March inflation higher than predicted, there are new doubts on the Fed's goals to lower interest rates.
Over the past few years, the U.S. has seen its fair share of inflation, making everything pricier. You know, the essentials, keeping a roof over your head, food in your belly, and gas in your car. Things are slowly becoming less and less obtainable. And that's why in today's video, I'm going to be breaking down the realistic cost for living in San Diego in the year 2024. I'm Jamie Lennon, a local realtor, and today we're breaking down the cost of living in San Diego, California. If you're looking to buy or sell anywhere in the greater San Diego region, as always, you can call, text, or email me anytime. All my contact information can be found in the description below. Groceries,
Housing, healthcare, insurance, taxes, gas.
it's everything.
5 items. Guess how much it was? Well, here's the receipt. That's today, December 1st, 2023. $51.05.
So I just got back from the grocery store. I think I got 20 ramen noodles. Okay. 2 pounds of beef, tortillas, seasoning, lettuce, tomato. That's $35 worth of groceries.
I just spent almost $12 on grapes. I'm mind blown at this. It's $11.62 for fucking grapes.
These sodas are kind of tripping me up. So I don't really buy soda, so I don't necessarily know how much it costs. But $10 seems like a lot for a can. What is this, 12? Yeah, 12. So we got $9.99. You have, $10 for cola. That seems pretty expensive. So according to the Census Bureau's Household Pulse survey, they were able to collect enough data to estimate that the average a family spends on groceries per week in California is $300. To me, that sounds outrageous, but I need to know, if you are a family buying groceries in California, drop a comment. Is your grocery bill averaging $300 a week? Now let's compare that to a single person. So me, I'm buying groceries about once per week. Now I hardly go out to eat unless I'm meeting some friends or something. So I pretty much make all my meals at home. I'm talking breakfast, lunch, and dinner, unless I'm on the go. And even then, sometimes I will make a sandwich and throw it in the car with me. Like, I always make my food. So my grocery bill every week is about $100. Now, I do shop at Trader Joe's, and I do think that that helps because every time I compare prices to Trader Joe's or like Vons, for example, Trader Joe's always comes out cheaper. Let's see, what do we got? Almond milk, $2.99? Yeah. That's a good deal. I feel like Trader Joe's has some of the best prices for nuts, like $5.99 for almonds, $8.49. Remember Trader Joe's was like $5.99? But yeah, so nuts are way cheaper at Trader Joe's than they are at any other grocery store. So to look at what one person spends a week on groceries, I just got done shopping at Trader Joe's, spent $115. This will last me about a week. And it's also good to note that out of this $115, I bought 1 bottle of alcohol and 2 packs of meat, which are always the higher ticket items. So $150, $15 is quite a lot. I used to, pre-2020, I had $70 and I had like 3-4 bags of stuff. Now I have 2 bags, $115. That's a lot. I feel for the families out there. Family of 4, $300. I think I can see it. I think I see it. So Soleil, these are Vons seltzer waters. And in 2021, these used to come in a pack of 12 for $2.99. Now they come in a pack of 8 for $4.99. Isn't that fun? So this is what we would call shrinkflation. That is a term that's been floating around, and this is what it means, because there is no chicken in here, and this is $2.99. So there you go, folks. Shrinkflation. As of April of 2024, gas is still way too expensive, but at least it's come down from the peak, which was in summer of 2023, where gas was reaching $7. $7.
Each time when I come here, I am abused.
See, TikTok, this is ridiculous. Look how much in California gas costs. It's $5.09 is what I'm paying in credit.
I'm gonna show you the crazy gas prices in San Diego, California. It's over $6.
You also have to think that most residents in San Diego, they have a car. We kind of have to get around. I mean, yes, there is public transportation and there are going to be secondary options to get around. But for the most part, I'm going to say people have a car, they need a car, so they're having to fill up their tank. And a lot of people do have a significant commute as well. So for those who have no interest in driving, hey, I totally get it. There are going to be other means of transportation. So you have the trolley, which kind of takes you in and around San Diego, up to UTC and Mission Valley in the downtown area. Then you have the coaster, which kind of takes you up and down the coast. That will take you all the way up to LA and even past LA. I think it goes to Santa Barbara. And then you have the MTS, which is the Metropolitan Transit System, the bus, and that will take you all around as well. The cool thing that's coming to the San Diego airport is the reopening of Terminal 1, which will have direct trolley access. So finally, we will have a train that takes you to and from the airport. And a local tip, if you are flying anywhere in Mexico, fly out of the Tijuana airport as opposed to the San Diego airport. You will find flights for about $100 flying anywhere in Mexico from TJ. And if you compare that to San Diego, it's going to be at least $400. So there you go. There's a local tip for you. Can we talk about how much the cost of rideshare has gone up? Oh my God, I cannot believe how expensive it is to call an Uber or Lyft these days. And my fear is that people are no longer going to be calling an Uber or Lyft when they leave the bars. They're gonna start driving because when they go to call an Uber, it's like $60. Exhibit A, I just took an Uber from Little Italy to Carlsbad and it cost me $100 to go 25 miles. So if you are one of those that do not have a car and you're looking to move to San Diego, I would highly consider looking into getting a car because it will be quite difficult to get around without one. SDG&E reports that 25% of all SDG&E customers are more than 30 days late on their bill. They also note that just 5 years ago, it was more like 10% that were behind.
We have about 3.7 million customers. Of that, approximately 341,000, or 25%, are at some level behind on their bill.
25% clearly suggests that energy costs have become unobtainable by a quarter of the residents in San Diego County. I thought the best way to break down and kind of look at the cost for utilities is to compare two of my bills from 2023 and 2024. So right off the bat, you see that there is quite a difference in the amount owed. Now you see that it shows that my usage was almost double back in March of 2023 as opposed to this year. But let me tell you, there is no possible way a person who doesn't touch her thermostat or keep things plugged in that I use double the amount of electricity in 2023. If this is for one person, just imagine what the utility companies were trying to charge for a larger household. Always, always remember to check your bills. Another good metric to look at is that a third of all SDG&E customers are enrolled in a rate assistance program. That tells us that a third of all residents in San Diego County are saying, hey guys, I can't afford to pay my bill every month without a little bit of help. And if you want more information on how to apply for the rate assistance program, I'm gonna go ahead and link that for you down below. There is no secret that you pay to play. Live. You pay more to live here. 'Cause I'm the tax man. Yeah, I'm the tax. The state income tax for California is going to range between 1 to 13%. Of course, it's all based on your income. Now, sales tax is going to vary by city. So for San Diego, sales tax is just under 8%. And then let's compare it to LA, which LA sales tax is over 10%. Property taxes. At least I can say with confidence that we get a little bit of a break here as opposed to other states. And in San Diego, you can expect your property taxes to be about 1.2%. And that tax base is going to be determined by your home's value or by the purchase price. Now we have to talk about Melrose tax, because this is an addition to your property taxes if you buy in a community that has Melrose tax. Now, not all homes will have Melrose tax. This is typically saved for newer communities, and this additional tax goes towards the infrastructure, the parks, the schools, the police or fire department of that new community. So in San Diego County, areas like San Marcos and Carlsbad, we have Forest Ranch and Del Sur, which are newer master plan communities. A lot of those communities will have this additional Melrose tax. Now, it is good to note that there is an expiration on the tax, and it typically is about 25 years. So after the note has been paid or 25 years has passed, you no longer have to pay Melrose on the property. But just note, if you are looking at properties that are in Melrose, it's an additional 1% on average. And that's on top of your property taxes.
How on earth are y'all affording daycare? Because I knew it was bad. I didn't know it was this bad.
So you mean to tell me that some daycares got people out here paying $300 a week for care?
Child care now costs more than college as parents fork over $36,000 a year. This is according to care.com.
The question on the minds of many parents and many aspiring parents is to work or not to work.
What can I say except you're welcome?
According to care.com, the average cost for infant care is about $22 an hour, or about $17,000 a year, or for full-time daycare, that comes in about $1,400 a month. And I actually think that's on the low end, because I have some friends where they're spending upwards of $500 a week on one kid for full-time daycare. So the question stands, are we going to see more parents staying home with the kids? Well, we first need to determine how much money you need to make to live comfortably here in San Diego. Smart Asset conducted a study that suggests that in order to live comfortably in San Diego, a single person without a family would need to make $122,000 a year. Now that's living on your own. I would say that you could get by with living somewhat comfortably, maybe on a tighter budget, but $80,000 a year, you still possibly will be able to live on your own depending on what your debts are. But if you decide to get a roommate, that will significantly help you in reducing your monthly bills in terms of, rent and utilities. So I'm gonna say about $80,000 to $122,000 a year will be a comfortable salary here in San Diego. Now, this same study from Smart Assets, it states that combined salaries for two working adults with children needed to live comfortably in San Diego is $289,000 a year. So what are we thinking? Kids? No kids? Just remember, when budgeting, try to stick to the 50-30-20 rule. 50% of your income goes to basic needs, 30% of your income goes to wants, and 20% goes right in the piggy bank. I like to think that we're saving the best for last, because at the end of the day, we're not moving anywhere unless we know how much housing is gonna cost. Lucky for you, it is my job to know the cost for housing. When looking to rent, the average cost for an apartment is right around $2,900 a month. And when we're looking to rent a house, you're looking at about $4,500 a month. Let's say we're looking to purchase a home. Well, the median price for a single family home here is over $1 million. And for a condo or townhome, the median price is right around $700,000. Now, before we move anywhere, we have to look at the job market. And lucky for us, San Diego does have a strong job market with high-paying jobs. And to find those high-paying jobs, you're going to want to look in areas like biotech and high-tech and healthcare, education, finance, and defense. And another job sector where you can find lots of opportunities are in hospitality. Because it's such a touristy area, there are plenty of opportunities to work in hospitality or those customer service-based jobs. Well, there you go. What are we thinking? Worth it? Can we swing it? San Diego is going to be a higher cost for living. In fact, it's in California, and all the major cities across California comes with a higher cost for living. But if we are comparing it to LA or San Francisco, San Diego's hands down the best. That is my opinion, but it's also a fact. Yeah. And like I had said before, if you are looking to buy or sell anywhere in the greater San Diego region, know that you can give me a call, shoot me a text, send me an email anytime. All my contact information will be listed down below in the description because I want to help you make a smooth move out to the best in the West when the time is right. And I'm going to leave you the same way I always do, friends, and that is to stay classy. San Diego.